Christmas Eve with the Lovelocks. This is a very short photo trail video, and this is at the back end of Christmas Eve. We're doing cooking for tomorrow, lunch, lots of things going on. Oh, look at this. And so we'll be running into the photo trail for Christmas Eve 2025 with the Lovelocks in a moment. And Michelle has lit the fire, and somewhere around here is her pussycat lady. Probably been raiding the presents. So let's go into those photo trails starting now. Christmas Eve 2025 with the Lovelocks, rough cut photo trail. Yeah, about 12.5 minutes, and that photo was at the back end, which was June coming in from the kitchen to the lounge where Michelle lit the fire. And here's the photos in the order shot. I've done a bit of work on another video added to the newsletter, and so a bit of work on that broken drawer. Yeah, quick easy job, just a few minutes with resin and everything. And yeah, so out into the garden, usual routine. What's that, 3 degrees centigrade? A few snaps of the garden, what it was like on that day. No different. Primroses out. This is late December. And going down to top up the bird feeders, usual routine. And yeah, it's boring stuff, isn't it? But it's useful aid to my memory. And also somebody wants to help with property maintenance, like all those leaves to be cleared up that I've said many times. So there's one bird feeder, and so that's where the bird feed's kept. So top that up, and that's another bird feeder, stuff all growing up. There's 4 candles, and yes, usual snaps looking up at the sky. Plenty of scope for branches to be cut back and expose more sunlight. And yes, there we go. Let's say I'm working way back up past the summer house or Robin's laboratory. June's bit of vegetable garden, the sundial. Making our way back up the steps. Yes, that's the garden. Vegetable garden, I suppose you'd call it. And up to the house. Yes, that's all June's patch. Lots minor compared with all the other work that he's doing. So coming into the patio area, and yes, snaps around. Lots of stuff can be cut back. Look at all those grapes yet to be harvested, starting to rot, some of them. It's a few years since we made any wine. Yes, lots of untidy stuff, hasn't changed for weeks and weeks. And that looks like coming into the games room. That drawer is one of the jobs that was done, only a few minutes. Yes, there we go. A little bit of resin, and as it happened, June came out with some fruit. She decided she'd put that on the bird feeders for the birds. So there we go. It looks like an apple, and there's sprouting stuff growing from a bird feeder. Oh yes, she pointed out that's the lovely smelling plant. Probably the conditions weren't right to get the notice of it. And there's June's fixed drawer, which she puts back in, and then she can put the plastic container in it with all the cutlery, kitchen cutlery. So that job, doing it the right way, only took a few minutes. Now looking out the front, yeah, that seems to be the right solution for Snoopy's fan power. And did I say Snoopy, you stupid boy? Homer. Yes, so Homer is pumped up. The flatulent fairy, I did actually manage to get a chance to do a bit of work on that because it had blown off the tree, that is. And so I did manage to do a bit of that. It only took a few minutes. So I'm working my way back into the house. Oh, there's Lady, Michelle's pussycat. You'll see some more of her later. It's everywhere. And yes, I've got that a little bit better, how I arranged that. I found that some string could be used. Yes, and secured there with a stake in the ground. So probably better supported if wind gets it. That's the wind that blows. Right, so a bit of work on the newsletter. Added that extra line which I'd missed out, which is the ESAMS get together. Added a video, which was the late December video. And yes, listen to the Radio 4 news. And what else? Oh yes, look at the tracker, because June had said she was going to do some shopping in Bagshot, and I was a bit confused because the position wasn't where I expected. It showed it in the middle of Bagshot. But then I looked at the history and see she had gone to where she said Waitrose, and it's simply that what I checked was the position and it on the way back. Anyhow, looked as though I put her tracker on charge, and I can say now it started working pretty soon. Yeah, there you are. Shows her back home. So that was working okay. So what's next? Yes, that's working okay. That's what I'm saying there. Yeah. So that's the dining table for June. I call it the snooker table. And so what's happening here? Looks like I'm off to the village. And yeah, past Homer. And lovely blue sky. Yeah, it wasn't too cold either, really. And coming down into the village, past the Comrades Club. And probably, I'm guessing, to eat. But, of course, what day of the week was it? Well, they were closed anyhow. I lose track. Yes, it is a Wednesday, I think. And over the railway. And so where might I go next? Well, past Chapman's. And of course there's the Courtyard Cafe. But when I got there, that was closed as well. Well, people have got to take Christmas. So across into the Sun Cafe. And it's a little while since I went there. And very busy, but very good. And yeah, so I had my food there, sat near the window so I could look across the road, and what will come up is a photo. Yeah, that's what I had. Sandwiches and with a coffee. And this lady here had that Snoopy vest. And of course I gave several copies of my newsletter and card in there. Right, working my way back. I did pop in Chapman's briefly, and yeah, coming back across the railway bridge in the railway. And yes, and in fact it was going to be a fleeting visit to 3-1 Barbershop, but I ended up spending some time in there. And of course I gave him a copy of the newsletter and everything. And yeah, I can't quite squeeze into that car. So that was a slightly longer stop than I expected. And where next? Well, the Flame Kebab and the Sorrentina, just going past there, up towards the Comrades Club. Oh, I just noticed that fence looks as though it's been repaired. Yes. So, yeah, and there we go. And yeah, chatting to guys there. And yeah, it looks like I'm touching base with June there in terms of anything there. And there's Charlie. And of course, you get a few glimpses of people around. And you've got to be careful what you say. In fact, yes, I will say that was the artwork I'd suggested somebody might do. and the darts was on the television, and yeah, it's getting late now. So it looks as though I'm thinking, where am I going to eat? Well, Sorrentina was a bit too busy, but of course the flame was okay. So yeah, crescent moon, not very good photograph because I haven't got the knack of doing it properly. And I was probably just checking out then where I was going to eat a bit later. So back into the Comrades Club, and knowing that within the next hour I'll go across the road to the Flame to eat. And yeah, oh, that was, yeah, he's Luke, but he's known as Bamboo because of his business. That was really interesting. Oh, that's me in the Flame, yes. And Juba came to join me for a few minutes, and yeah, so I've got to force myself to go back in the Comrades Club, I think. Yeah, back in there, and of course, absolutely lovely in there. And there's darts on the telly, and yeah, so then time to make my way home. And of course, one of the things I thought I might better throw a video together like this one. So back home, yes, the crescent moon just setting, or going behind trees, and there's Homer, yes, with the flatulent fairy. Some lighting needed, that's the job to be done. Get it done soon, hopefully. So, into the house, shortly. Yes, that's the stuff being used. And there's June, and of course she's busy cooking and working on decorating the Christmas cake. That's what she's working on at the moment. And Michelle has lit a fire, and then June pops in briefly to show her how to do something. And yes, so I think we're getting near the end of the trail soon. I just checked the tracker, anybody can see where Robin was. He got back home okay, and there's my tracker, and back here, and there's Lady prowling around, and yes, I think Michelle was helping June with one or two things. That's it. June showed her what she wanted doing, and so they're busy in the kitchen for a little while. And what else? Yes. Oh, I decided to have an ice cream cornet and relax. And Lady came in as well, so we got a few pictures of Lady. And I think at the back end I might squeeze in several pictures of Toadie, but yeah, a bit blurred that. And yeah, it looks like Lady's checking out the presents. Is there anything for me? Yeah, Samantha's coming in for a little while. So we're all relaxing with the pussycats. And yeah, well, pictures of Toadie, and that's the end of the photo trail. I didn't warn you there'd be long photo trails because there wasn't that many of them, just for one day. So let's wrap up the video. So, time to wrap up this video. Oh, looks like I can see a pussycat. Yes, that one's Toadie. What are you doing, Toadie? You checking what I've been doing? Oh dear, looks like I left the tap running. Oh, I better turn that off. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I know. I'm going to rush off down the garden now because I didn't plan it this way. But there we go. Yes, I'd left the tap running. So, no, it hasn't filled this up yet. No worries. So, run back up the garden again. Try not to trip over. Yes.
Hello, Toadie. So, as I was about to say, yes, it's quite difficult without a selfie stick or something. So to wrap up this video, it only remains to say, look after yourselves, stay safe, and enjoy what days we have.